Hi! Today I'm going to talk about Detective City of Angels. This one is from Ryder Games, designed by Evan Derrick, and the artwork from the famous Vincent Dutrait. It's a detective board game in where you are trying to solve a crime. You can play this both solo, co-op, or competitively from 1 to 5 players. I just thought I'd give you a little look of how the game plays, give you a little feel of it, and I'll tell you what I thought. So let's get to it. I just wanted to show you a little bit here. You have the main board of LA, and you will have a miniature representing your detective running around to different locations trying to search suspects. Each player will also have a detective board where they will have 4 different action cubes, which they will on their turn allocate to different actions that they want to do, such as move their miniature or question a suspect or search a location for evidence. The suspects themselves have these small standees. I just want to say beforehand, this is also not, this is a totally free, spoiler-free video. These standees or cards that I'm showing you is in the tutorial and in the first scenario only, so you don't need to worry about that. So the different suspects will be represented by these cardboard standees, and on your turn you can also just gather some cash, which is very useful, and it's represented by these small cardboard tokens. I really enjoy these ones because they're really sturdy, they're small, they don't take too much space, but they give a very good representation. So I really enjoy these ones. And on the other side we have the board for co-op or solo mode. You will have the same action cubes, similar actions, a little bit less, but then you'll have also these 3 stress markers, because when you play, you can, or when you question a suspect, you will not always get the most useful answer. So if you think that they're holding back on you and they have some more information, you can push further, and if they actually do, you'll get that knowledge. But if they don't have any more information, they usually get really pissed off and you gain 1 stress, so you just flip it over. And if you have 3 of them flipped, up here to the right you can see the day marker. You'll basically have 1 less day to solve the crime. And then you also have these small plastic hats. These are used as leverage over either players or suspects or the game master when you are playing the 1 versus many mode, in where the player who is controlling the whole crime and the story is trying to make that so that the other detectives won't solve the crime at all, because that's the only way they will win. Okay, so as for the scenarios, you get, I think, about 9 different scenarios in the base box, so you'll have plenty to go through. And once you've done that, you can do the 1 versus many, in where you can just enjoy watching your friends not being able to solve the crime that you're making even harder to solve. So let's head back over and see what I thought. So, what did I think of Detective City of Angels? I really enjoy this game. This is becoming my favorite detective board game that I own. And the rules itself are really simple, they're not that difficult at all. And the gameplay itself is also really intuitive. You can quickly get into it, and everybody can enjoy the story that the game is actually made for, because it's mainly a story-driven game, so it's very important that that will be the main focus of the game. And otherwise the components are really great. I love the tactile feel of everything. That is actually one of the reasons of how this game stands apart from the different detective board games, at least that I own, is that the table presence really pulls you into the theme, and it gives you a really nice visual presentation of the story progressing when you see those different suspect cards or evidence slowly getting revealed for you. And the second big positive that I can say about Detective is that it has many different game modes that you can play. Now I'm mainly playing this solo or co-op. I know this is made to play in the classic mode, in which the one player will take the role as the game master, so they will already know how the case is solved beforehand and have all the answers. But to play that, I just wanted to solve all the cases by myself first before I head over to the main mode. But that's a big plus, because already as a solo or co-op experience, I really enjoy it, and the story is very good. I'm just really satisfied, and I just can't wait to try the classic mode. So I'm sorry, but in my opinion, I enjoy this even though I haven't played the classic mode. I know, maybe I shouldn't do this review, but here I am anyway. So really excited to try the classic mode, in where the game will get even more interesting, because once you know the story, you can just enjoy and try to watch your friends trying to crack the case first and being competitive with each other. I just think it's a great way. It gives a little bit of role-playing feel, so really excited to try it out. Comparing to the other detective board games that you might know that came out in recent years, such as Detective, a Modern Crime board game, or Chronicles of Crime, which are both very, very good games. But I prefer this one personally. So if you missed out on this one, check it out. It's actually out on Kickstarter right now if you missed it, and it's even out with the latest expansion. So I highly recommend that you check it out, read the rules, check some other videos, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!